What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sam Penny Predicts back at you again with another Type R video. So in today's video we're going to be doing some further inspection on the rear of the car, because there is some crash damage from previously that we haven't actually inspected yet. Probably should have done that in the first video, but we move. And the second thing we're going to be doing is seeing if my Scorpion exhaust off my old Civic fits on this one. Pretty sure it doesn't from what I've read on the forums, but it'll be good to get it up in the air, see which bits need modifying, seeing if we can use any of this before I sell it. And if we can use it, the Scorpion exhaust, this is a 2.25 inch system I believe, so a little bit bigger than standard. Sounds amazing, be good if we can use it. So without further ado, let's send it. Alright, so now it's time to get the car in the air. Let's whip these wheels off and inspect that rear end damage. Okay, so it's good news. So I've just had a quick inspection off cam and that spring looks pretty new, because on the other side, I'll show you in a sec, it does look, well, pretty dirty. So that looks like it's been changed at some point, but obviously it was in a crash. But allow me to show you the bit that we are scared of is that. So now that's a big old dent in the bottom of the car. So I knew it when I was buying it, and that is what we're going to be inspecting today. And it's the same with this side. That spring looks a little bit more worn than the other side, but same with the other side. It's just dirty, no cracks or anything like that, nothing untoward. So let's take a look underneath and check out that little tap it's had. So we can see where it's been hit here. It's got a really small like dent there, and if we go past the tow hook, so on the opposite side, obviously that's straight and that's had a little whack, but that is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because you could probably get that pulled out. Because if we look underneath from like a straight on view, if we come to here, it doesn't actually look that much different. So if we check the cross beam as well, I don't know about you, but that doesn't look bent to me. So next thing I want to check is the chassis rails. I mean, a little bit of rust if it wants to focus, but that does not look bent to me. So let's check the other side. Oh. Yeah, that looks really straight. That does not look bent at all. So to me, I think what's happened is someone's gone and tapped right here where we can see the damage on the bumper, and that is a bit damaged. That does need replacing, and it does have a crack through it. But all in all, that doesn't actually look too bad. That could quite easily be pulled out, I reckon. And if it's got no ripple damage on the actual undercarriage of the car, I reckon that could just be pulled out, potentially. But we're gonna have to see about that one. But let's get on to the exhaust. And then it was time to take the original exhaust off the decat downpipe. There were 16mm bolts with 15mm nuts holding it on. A little bit of William Dan's to take that off, nice and easy. Now it's time to get it off the hangers. There was one at the front and one towards the back box. And then the worst happened. One bolt snapped, and two bolts snapped. A little bit of WD on that hanger, nice and easy. So, two of the bolts are broke. There's no turning back now. Let's get it out. And it certainly wouldn't be working on a Japanese car without clouting your knuckles. And that really hurt. But we got it out. and we've noticed there's a big old crack in it. So let's check it out. Now, it does look a little bit different, but the hangers appear to be in kind of the same place, but I'm not sure if the cross member, part of the subframe, is actually the same, but the rest of it looks pretty good, but there's only one way to find out. So I moved on to the back box. There were 3 12mm bolts holding on the tailpipe on this side. They weren't too hard to get off. So now all I have to do is get the remaining hangers off and drop down the back box. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. So, to actually get this exhaust out, it's bucking on that, and as you can see, there's like nowhere to unbolt that bit, because if it's gonna let us have a look, so if we look all the way down there, now that, can you see the end of that? There we go, let's focus. That is not coming up and over this cross member, without the car being higher in the air, so you can like angle it out, if you know what I mean, because that's bucking on the floor, so all of it needs to go like that to thread it out. So that's the problem we have. So, but with the new Scorpion one, it's looking like it's going to fit. All the hangers line up, and I've already test fitted the other bit. I'm not sure if we can see it there, but yeah, from the cat back, that's already been test fitted, so that doesn't have that problem. That just goes up in one unit. This has the exhaust pipe connected to it, so that's going to be a problem. So I think we might have to get a little bit intuitive with this one, a little bit inventive. I'm sorry, Type R exhaust. It's got to happen. So with some slight assistance from my angle grinder, I've managed to chop off the ends and get it out. So in true YouTube fashion, while everything's off, let's see what a Type R 2 litre sounds like without an exhaust. That is beefy! That is brilliant. Should we just leave it like that? So I won't bore you with all of putting this back on, because we saw how it came off. So we've got it back on the hanger there, the bit that connects that to the downpipe, and we've got this on hangers as well, the B pipe I think it is called. So that is on a hanger down at the end as well there. Sorry about the focus. So let's try and test fit the back box. With the back box going up without any stress and onto the hangers, it was time to connect it to the B pipe. And once it was connected onto there, it was time to connect the B pipe onto the D cap down pipe. Nice and easy. And can't forget about the tailpipes, or the finishing touch. Okay, so the whole exhaust is on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna warm up the car, then once it's warmed up, I'm gonna give you guys some revolutions. So I think that sounds so much better than it did before. I mean, I kind of missed that there was like a crack in like the resonator and it had that super rasp, but it does sound a lot better now. It doesn't sound as, well, we'll say, it's not poverty spec anymore. It's properly done, it's properly done. I'm really happy about that, but it'll be so rude of me not to show you what it sounds like under load. So we might be skipping to night time, might be skipping to daytime, I don't know. But if you've got this far in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're feeling cheeky, alright? But let's click to when we're going down the mad mile. The new exhaust is on, it's sounding sick, and the power band is so much smoother now. I'm so sure that with that old cracked Type R exhaust, the standard one, we would definitely
losing power, 100% losing power, because it feels so much smoother, it smells so much, well, quite a bit faster. Like the acceleration is so much better now, like night and day difference. So I'm really gassed for this. I can't wait to do the review on this video, and got a little surprise for you. We have a draggy box, but what you're gonna have to do for me is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and tune in next time to see the review. We're gonna be doing some draggy times, might even get a stage 1 tune and get that VTEC lowered. So big things coming, and that's not it. So if you've liked what you've seen, like, share and subscribe. It's your boy Sam Paddy Projects. I'll catch you on the next one.